Hello, everybody. Joe Bagnones here, and welcome back for another episode reaction of MUV Love Alternative. Just a little housekeeping stuff before we start up. If you didn't know, I called all the beta the wrong classes every single time, except for I think the Destroyer and the Grappler, but all the ones that matter I got wrong. Little red ones, well, little in comparison to the rest of them, those are tank. The ones with the arms that ripping people's heads off, those are warrior. The big, weird looking white ones, those are soldier class. The super big ones that fucking melt people with their fucking barbed tail thingamajig, fort class. They spit out other classes. Oh, I also got the laser class, right? Because those guys are cute and easy to remember. And the kind of green ones with just eyeballs and legs. Yeah, those ones. What else? Yep. I thought I recognized that character from somewhere. The one pilot that survived. She's some spinoff character from the day after. Which if you actually read Love Unlimited, it would actually matter. But anime onlys and yada yada. And that little girl that survived in the locker, literally don't worry about it. That's a non-character, just a actual VTubers OC that the director liked, so they fucking threw in there. Weird, I know. But anyway, yeah, that first episode, basically nothing happened. Nothing important to the story happened. Don't know why they chose that one as the prequel. Well, I guess not prequel, just the prologue episode, because there's an actual prologue in the visual novel that takes place before the visual novel starts. Yeah. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Extra and Unlimited, because if there are any anime onlys that, want to watch this without, fully reading through Extra and Unlimited, first off, I'll say you're wrong, and you should probably do that. But if you're going to stick around anyway, I will talk about it. But if you don't want to hear that for some reason and watch part 3 with knowing literally nothing about the characters or the setting or anything that's going on, just skip forward to when the episode is actually starting, or click the link down in the description where it'll just be the actual episode reaction. So first off, the characters. Here's our main character, MC Shirogane Takaru. He's fucking stupid. Senior at Hakuro high school, fucking whatever. It's an elevator academy. They pretty much, most of the students just go right from there into the university, whatever. Senior, it's towards the end of the year. It's in the fall. He's stupid. He's dumb. He likes playing video games, particularly Valorant On, which is it's essentially an arcade mecha game where you go to the arcade, you fucking sit in the cockpit and oh man, it's like a mecha sim. Anyway, yeah. That's our guy. He's dumb, and he has friends who are right here. I'll go through them one by one. First off, Sumika, the redhead here with the big air vents and the ahoge, who doesn't have air vents and doesn't have an ahoge, and also doesn't have her giant ribbon, all her distinctive character traits. Well, I guess visual representations. There we go. Next door neighbor, childhood friend, also extremely stupid. Between the two of them, whenever they meet, there's a fucking cosmic black hole singularity that forms from how dense they are, that inverts reality to where they are then able to communicate with each other and those around them. One of the main girls. That's pretty much all you need to know. Next off, Mitsurugi Meiya, who is the mysterious girl who wakes up in Takaru's bed one day when Sumika comes to wake him up, and that's whoa, hi, Jinx. Neither of them know who she is. Well, they know of her because the Mitsurugi Zaibatsu, or conglomerate, depending on, what translation you're going with, is essentially the most powerful corporation in the entire world. Relevant for stuff that you learn in Unlimited is the only reason she's the heir is because her older sister and parents died in a car accident when she was 4 or 3 or something. But they didn't die in the Unlimited timeline, which will explain the difference between Extra and Unlimited when we get there. But yeah, she has connections to Takaru. They met as kids. They agreed to get married, and she still remembers, but since our stupid protagonist is an idiot, he forgot, yada yada, plot ensues. Pretty much, if you're gonna read Extra, these are and you're just fucking beelining it for extra unlimited alternative, you only need to read these two's route, which they share essentially a route together, and it's only like the last 40 minutes that are different depending on, who you go with. Who's next? I'll just go around counterclockwise here. So class rep Chizuru Sakaki in the back. Like I said, class rep character, yeah. And not really much more to say about that because, read the VN. I won't spoil all their stories. Mikoto, Takeru's best guy friend, who is totally a dude. Don't worry about it. They just really like wearing baggy clothes, and don't get too close to them when they go on their hot springs trip because, it's weird if two dudes sit too close together. And quit looking at my chest, bro. I'm just a little flabby. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Extremely unattentive. Will not listen to anything that is said. Will just go one in one ear and out the other. There we go. Their dad likes to kidnap them to go on weird fucking survival expedition safari trips around the world. They show up a little later in the story than all the other characters because they were on one of those trips and got picked up floating in the ocean in a bundle of reeds by like some tuna fishing boat and came back to Japan. So yeah, totally a dude. Don't worry about it. Who is actually a girl, as we find out in Unlimited. Tamase Miki, the little mascot class pet character. She's a cat, except she's not a cat. She just displays a lot of cat-like tendencies, like her air vents that look like cat ears, which you can't see in the anime because they redid her design. But that's beside the point. But yeah, she's in the archery club. Her route is pretty much entirely separate from all the others. Basically, the whole crux of Extra is there's a big fucking school festival, and our class is participating in the lacrosse tournament, even though class rep is the only person on the lacrosse team in the class, and the school's lacrosse team sucks. So we all have to band together and beat our next door neighbor class because their teachers are friends, and she likes to come over. Basically, their homeroom has essentially two teachers because fucking Kozuki Sensei likes to come over to our class because our class is way more fun. But yeah. Ayumine, yeah, she likes yakisoba pan, as you can tell, because it's like her item. She likes to skip class, is emotionally unavailable, and likes to judo throw Takeru because, haha, it's funny. Yeah, her route's also kind of weird. Quick little spoilers, because it'll be relevant later. Childhood family friend guy is like 10 years older, who's a doctor, who they were kind of a thing, which is kind of gross, but that dude got like married to the hospital president's daughter, but he still kind of like has a flame going for her, which is also kind of weird because you're a grown man pining after a high school girl while you have a wife and kid, and the whole route is you cucking him and getting Aimine to see that you're the better option and that we should totally cuck Sagiri together because fuck him. Other than that, what other characters? Like I said, I'll mention Marimo, their homeroom teacher. She gets dragged into cosplay by the neighboring class. Kozuki, Yuko, their teacher. I'm rambling now, but moving on to Unlimited. One day, he just, wakes up, and it's in another world. He goes outside, and there's a mech crashed in the front of his house, and no one's around. He's like, what the fuck? So he goes to school. Whoa, the school's a military base now. Gets detained. And lo and behold, his fucking teacher for the next class over, Kozuki, is the fucking essentially civilian executive officer there because she's important. Don't worry about it. And he's like, you gotta believe me, I'm not from here. And she's like, okay, sure. So then he enlists essentially in the military, and yeah. And now he's a big mecha pilot, and they do all their things and training. And whoa, all his friends are here, and they're also pilots, except Sumika. For some reason, Sumika's not here, and it seems she literally does not exist in this parallel timeline. So that's unfortunate for him. He's kind of sad about that. But he gets over it because he gets to pilot a mecha. And then, oh no, turns out fighting aliens is extremely traumatizing, except you don't even see the aliens in Unlimited. He sees a silhouette of one and has a panic attack and faints in front of everyone, and it's really embarrassing. But yeah, things happen, and then all of a sudden you get told, oh, yeah, you guys are all getting reassigned. Humanity's abandoning the Earth. Goodbye. And then it's a time skip, and then it's either, depending on what you choose during that, it's essentially the same ending for every single character. Either you all say, no, we're going to stay and fight together, or part of Alternative 5, don't worry about it, is to evacuate 100,000 people from the Earth. They built a starship fleet, and they're going to send them off to the nearest star with a habitable planet, and they'll try to rebuild humanity there. But the rest of them left behind are going to go on a suicide assault to retake Asia from the Beta, which doesn't go very well, and they all die. But depending on what you pick, either you get a little nice cut forward to the future of whoever your main heroine was that you picked with their child, and they're like, oh, daddy's fighting at home on Earth, you can see it's that little pale blue dot, and they're like, don't lose that. But it's heavily assumed that Takaru just dies. Everyone dies. The Earth is lost. And then Unlimited happens, and it's like, what the fuck? What are they going to do from here? So yeah, so that's that. We're going to start the reaction now. So if you're going to play on your own copy, I'll give you your 3, 2, 1 countdown, go, and we will start. So 3, 2, 1, go. Again, using the subs please version. Do they have subs for this, OP? Nope, guess not. Whatever. That's a really bad idea to, be in front of the beta without your suit. Look, it's Takumi Kazuchi's, which you would know the difference between the mechs if you played Unlimited. Oh, look, it's Kozuki-sensei and Marimo. Oh, they got rid of Marimo's hair vents too? Sad. Oh, and it's fucking Yashiro Kazumi, who you would also know if you played Unlimited. Oh, and it's Sumika, the character who isn't here. And it's the tree. The tree is very I wouldn't say the tree itself is important. It's the location that's important for extra. A lot of character, stuff that matters to the characters happens there. Okay, yeah, so they're pretty much explaining Alternative 5, Operation Babylon here. Yeah. Ooh, weak-ass salute compared to the VN. Yeah, look at all this tank class. Oh, and the destroyer class. And here we are, the actual start of Alternative. Yeah, man, just a dream, bro. Wah, wah. City's still wrecked. Yep, still the TSF wreckage. Yeah, this is the first day that he woke up in Unlimited. Oh yeah, it happened on Christmas too. They're having like a Christmas Eve party, and then they all get called in by the commander, and is like, "Yeah, the base, all our resources are getting reallocated, and they never really graduate training." Yeah, this also takes place in like Yokohama, so wow, all those characters that you guys don't know that are totally actually meaningful to the story that first time watchers won't understand. Yeah, like they said in the first episode, there's about 1 billion people left on the planet, and they were only able to get 100,000 out. Are we gonna get? It's Soldier Number One. It's Soldier Number Two. The best characters. Also, shout out to fucking Yoko Sensei here for having the best H scene in Unlimited. Like, whoo, Zami Mami. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of political like scheming in the background that you hear bits and pieces about in Unlimited. Yep, got to get those 11 billion semiconductors into a computer that can fit in the palm of your hand. In the brig. Yeah, the first time he did this in Unlimited, he essentially got thrown in jail for a couple days before they interrogated him and decided to, let him enroll here. Yeah, from, Unlimited, the visual novel you should all read. I mean, Extra, goddamn. I keep getting them mixed up in my brain. The reason for that is Extra and Unlimited are, on the quote unquote same disc. Oh, thanks for the plot dump. Above your classification level. Still no. I mean, even if you were an actual pilot, yeah, you might have a top secret security clearance, but you still don't have the need to know. Judging that he's holding Maya's sword, I assume they're going with the Maya ending for Unlimited. Oh, it was 15 billion semiconductors. I'm sorry. I said 11. Oh yeah, she was drinking herself out of her gourd in the Santa suit. It was rough. But then if you choose the right things after you complete Unlimited once, you get to fuck her, so that was cool. Oh god, brand new boots, fucking first day. Ugh, I hate breaking in new boots. I had to get a brand new pair, because I ruined them painting once, and I had to march to class the next day and completely destroyed the back of my heels. Oh god, the dissonance from her different voice coming out of her mouth. Hey, Marimo. Also, super weird how they salute their sergeants. Don't salute NCOs. It's fucking weird. Like, I mean, you can. It's just why? The reason that might seem weird is because all the men have already been drafted by now, or are dead. And it's gotten so bad they lowered the draft age for women down to 16. But don't worry, because everyone on the team is 18 and older. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, Makoto, they probably ate some weird moss off the ground. What? That one. The sizing was a bit weird there on the characters in the background. What? That's not a saw. A saw is usually an LMG. It's like squad assault weapon. That's just a regular rifle, bro. Oh yeah, the first time around he showed up like with the body of a fucking gamer in 2001 and really held them back in training. But now he's super buff soldier man. Yeah, so Takeru's playing on easy mode right now. It's basically going back to school after you've already graduated. He's fucking done this song and dance before. First time around, he was a fucking moron. Had to have his hand held the entire time. It's essentially their graduation exam where they have to go out in the field and on an island and complete an objective and evacuate and yada yada yada. And essentially, in Unlimited, they barely pass by the skin of their teeth. Those are some interesting lines from him, considering one of the big things of Unlimited was a reason to fight. And after essentially losing the Earth already, he finally has a reason. But in Unlimited, he just kind of fucking fell into that situation. whoa, big character growth that actually has meaning if you know you've been following the story the whole way, where it goes from extra, where he's just breezing through life with no purpose, to unlimited, where he's called into question and has to think about things, and now alternative, where he has a mission. Character growth. Oh, hey, they're showing the volcano thing. Yeah, they had this conversation in Unlimited at a different point. Essentially, they got sent out to evacuate some people who stayed behind when a volcano was about to explode, yada yada. Talked about the soul of Japan. But yeah, another thing, the Beta are all over the moon and Mars. So looking up at the sky is a fucking horrifying, horrible experience. There was essentially a war on the moon because, another deviation from our timeline, or the extra timeline, is like there were moon bases in like the 60s, and there was a lunar war when the Beta landed there from Mars. And essentially they were told the moon is hell. Oh, this is an ED. Tomato. Which is also weird because essentially all the food they eat, or they supposedly eat, is artificial, because organic food is super hard to come by right now and heavily rationed by the government. Sumika, the character that anime onlys don't know. Yep, totally work of fiction. Don't worry about it. Everything's fake. The Beta aren't real. Shh, shh. Sleep easy, little child. But yeah, this show's going at a pretty breakneck pace right now. So interested to see how the rest of it will go. And yeah, I don't really have too much to say. I feel like I said all my thoughts at the beginning in that little prelude before that episode actually started. So I'd like to thank you all once again for watching, and I hope to see you all next time or in one of my other videos for more MUV Love Alternative and its deviations, or fucking whatever else I decide to upload. So hope to see you guys later. Goodbye.